Okay, I think I'm online now. So I'm just gonna check a lot of things. Getting used to having my own voice in my head. Sounds wrong, but it's basically in my headset. Anyway, there's a lot of. I cannot do the voice. 1 second. Oh. So now I don't hear myself. I have to get used to that. Anyway, I'm trying to build this AI, and the idea is to make the AI answer better based on the work of Martinus. So it's essentially an AI agent, and the idea is that you can write something in chat and ask it questions and chat with it basically. It doesn't have any memory right now, but I can put that in later. But today it's just checking out, does everything work? There's a lot of new stuff. I've changed the scenes. If I'm lucky, I can even change them here. So I got this one. This is essentially the bot overview. Also show my screen a little bit better than last time. Got a new microphone. And the thing should work this time. So let me just start by testing that out. So essentially how you do it, if you want to go to the AI, you let me, do I have my chatbot running? So you can actually see what I'm doing. I think I can get the, how to do that, power chat. Okay, so here we have the chat. So the idea is that you can type AI and then you can say, what is Martinus world picture? And then some stuff happens. Let's do that. So if I'm oh, it's the wrong one I'm looking at. I like to be able to show what's actually happening with the AI, but right now it's running on another machine because I'm a little bit afraid that it will take the whole thing down. But it's not right now, so I think we're good to go. Come on. It worked a couple of hours. I know what the issue is. Okay, it's still in debugging mode. God damn it. God damn it. So close. There. I need to sign in the thing. Almost there. Here we go. I need to find a way to do this. Okay, let's try again. So close. So that didn't do anything. This one did do something. Maybe a little bit too much. Anyway, I needed to be tested. So this one is basically saying that. So this part here, whoa, is basically saying that the AI, this is a command when I type AI, something, something. That is basically what I'm prompting the AI with. And this is just start to generate the answer. It's just, yeah, giving, let me disable that one. It's fine. Fetch. Yeah, response. It's that one. And let me kill that one. Good. So essentially, now this has been sent to the bot or to the AI, and it's been processed. So if I go to the other scene here, and I can see it up here. Whoa. Okay, I have to find a good way to actually look at that. So if you see the stream, I can do an AI stat update. Maybe that was not what I pushed here. There. Come on. Okay. So close. So close. Let me just check what's actually happened here. It has to generate some files. It has to move around. Did it actually end? Yeah. So the bot has done the AI has done its job. That's nice. So far, so good. So now I need to find out whether I have a. Oh, not that one. This one. Where the file went. So right now the file is not being moved. Okay. I need to start one more thing. And then we should be okay. So close. That is good. I can do it manually right now. I can do that. So there. Yeah. So what I can do now is essentially move through the answers. So right now I have 5 of. Well, I can start by doing this. Yeah. So now there's an additional total calls. That's all the calls ever for the AI. I just have something that keeps adding. And unprocessed actually mean it should actually say unshown because it's actually the answer is the answers are actually generated already. So that's not the thing. But it's actually a queue. So if I push a button here, it will show the next one. And I need to find a good way to look at this. Maybe I should just watch the stream myself, actually. I don't know how much of a delay that will give. If I do like this. really need to. Okay, so now I can see myself. I can grab this one. Yeah, I think we're okay. Man, it took a little bit longer than I thought. Anyway, so the idea here is that let me. Oh, I'm seeing my own stream. Anyway, but I can point to what stream after stream after stream. Oh, this is not good. Let's do this. I need to find a way to do that. Anyway, the idea is maybe I can. Yeah, this is working. So now you see something where my screen is not on and I can see my own screen showing what I can see the stream and you're not seeing the stream on my screen. Perfect. That's gonna work. Issues will come up and issues will be solved. So, and I'm not using these ones. So let me take those off. Yeah, so the idea here is basically that you can take the chat and you can write as many of these prompts as you want. Let's do another one. Here you go. I go to the desktop so you can see it. I do another one. Just type AI, that reversed I. Can't remember what it's called in English. So, what is the mystery of life? According to Martinus, please provide me one page. So now I have sent another request to the AI about that. And this is just, I might delete this sentence. It's mostly for, that was mostly for testing purposes. But anyway, it could be cool enough to say it's actually responding. Maybe that's worth something. It's into the queue. Cool. So now we go back to the other scene here. And I do, not that, I do this so I can actually see what's happening. So far I need to push a button to get that's updated. It should be updated right now. Did they? Nope, they're still not being moved for some weird reason. So now I'm gonna do it manually. Anyway, so now it's working. So now it says 12 calls, 6 unprocessed. I need to change that wording because it should be in queue for show or something like that. And we have watched 2 of them so far. So that's the deal here. And then I can take the next one. There we go. And I get here. It's an earlier one. Let's just get to the one. That's a mistake. Another one. I think we got to, here we go. Right. So that's the first, that was our first question. So essentially what it's saying is input, that's the one that came from the chat. You cannot see what I'm pointing towards, right? No. How do I do that in a smart way? What can I show? Anyway, you can read the text. For now, it's must. Why does it say chat disabled for this live stream? I need to fix that, but not now. I will do some fixing at the end of the stream. Anyway, so this is the idea, right? So you can write AI, what is the solution to the mystery of life? And something happened here. Why did that happen? Oh, I'm watching the stream. There's a delay. Anyway, so what is Martino's world picture? That's what it says. That was a long delay. Anyway, response, and this is the AI that writes this. Response, welcome to our conversation. As we explore the teaching of spiritual writer Martinus, I'm here to guide you through the wisdom and provide clear answers to your questions. To get started, can you please rephrase or clarify a question? I'm not saying the AI is perfect, not even close. That's the next step. This one is just getting all the infrastructure up and running, and there are obviously still some things that worked this morning but doesn't work right now. But we are close. Okay, so to get started, can you please rephrase or clarify a question? What would you like to discuss or learn about the relation to Martinus' work? If you like some guidance, I can offer you a few questions, blah, blah, blah. For some reason, it couldn't answer that. I have no idea why right now. So let's try to take the next one. What is the mystery of life according to Martinus? Please provide me one page. I'm happy to help. I can try. Happy to help with your question. However, I don't see. Okay. Could you please provide context or clarify? Something is going on here. Something is going on. It doesn't get the prompt for some reason. Let me check that out for a second. That does not sound good. There are like 3, 4, 5 things that has to work. I wish I could make it into a couple of them. Response, raw input. Where do we get it? What is the mystery of life according to Martinus? Okay, so that's there. For some reason, it cannot answer that. Brilliant. Even was okay. Oh. So I wish I could show you this at some point. But I cannot. Yeah, I know what the problem is. I'm gonna fix this. Okay, I cannot fix it here. Houston, we got a problem. The prompt. Think I know what the issue is. Yeah. It's like a tiny little bit that has to go wrong. I'm gonna save it. Do one more thing. Well, no. Maybe it will work now. Who knows? So just gonna skip all that. That. That's one thing that doesn't work, but that's just moving one file. That's just something that doesn't work. That's not an issue. Okay, so what happened here was essentially that you can fix an input, and the input to the bot or to the AI was essentially all the time Martinus and only that. So it was people writing me. I should not have looked at that. Damn it. Okay, let's go here. So now it should work. Well, maybe it works. So let's just do this one again. Take 2. So now I'm gonna prompt it with that, but who cares? Now I can watch on my other computer. Does this actually run? Do I see it? Maybe I do. Yeah. Something happened here. Got the next one. I'm gonna move it manually, unfortunately. Let's go to that one. No big deal. Ah, crap. Okay, so it's actually moved. So let's see if we can update. Oh my god, this is more. Ah, there we go. It wasn't moved. Now it's moved. Brilliant. Yes. Cool. So now we should have 13 calls and 1 unprocessed. Good. And when I push the next button, there should be a what is Martinus world picture, take 2, and this time it should actually answer the question. Hello, I'm here to help you explore Martinus' teaching on Mystery of Life. It seems like your question is more of an inquiry about the role of objective of a wise and insightful agent like myself, rather than a specific question about Martinus' work. I don't know. It doesn't know anything, this one. This is not ChatGPT I'm asking. This is a pretty stupid AI. So it only works if I actually provide it with the information it needs. So if that doesn't help or doesn't work, it's just doesn't know what to answer. And that's the next step in all this. That's to get the AI good. And for now, I just need all this infrastructure to work, and then we can start making it a great one. Okay, let's just try to fire away some more AI. What is the I? AI, what is X2? AI, what's happening now? What is the created? Is it the same as X3? One second, my computer's. Okay. Computer got some power. So there should be some files that I can copy now. Yeah, there are 3 of them. Move. And then I go to AI. And we got 16 calls now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, my headphones. They died. Anyway. You know what? Screw you. I'm still fighting things a little bit. There we go. Okay, my problem is I can only see it on OBS. Well, let's see what it says. So I'm just gonna read it. I cannot really point. It seems like your question is more of an inquiry about the. We had that one, right? Let's take the next one. What is the response? I'd be happy to help answer a question based on Martin. Please go ahead and ask questions. Wow, nothing's coming out of this. What is X2? Here's the possible answer. The fundamental mystery of life is one, identity and unity. As Martinus writes, the basic principle of Christmas. Whoa. I posted it. Wonder what it has actually based its knowledge on. I gave it a Christmas article, an article about Christmas. The symbolism suggests that we must look within ourselves to find the truth rather than relying on external sources of knowledge or guidance. Okay, the cool thing is this is an AI issue and not a infrastructure thing. So that was the first thing. So now I need to find out why the chat is not showing. Almost there. Or something. Where is the chat? Studio mode. Come on. Yeah. So we're in chat mode. Good. So go. Boom, boom. YouTube chat. Where is my YouTube chat? Don't tell me I have to change that every time. That's not cool. Okay, so what happened here was that it was taking the chat from last time. I need to find a way so it basically takes the same one every time. Okay, let's see if the chat gets another disaster. According to Martinus, the fundamental. Okay, what is the created and is it the same as X3? Respond. What is the fundamental answer to the mystery of life according to Martinus? Why is it putting in two different things? I really didn't check all the what the AI actually was answering this morning. I was just wanted to make all the connection stuff work, and also did the what is it called, the layout. It was really a mess last time, so that just took a pretty, yeah, it helped. Anyway, so that's essentially the idea, to give access to that in to the AI in the chat. Let me try to do one. Let me just check what is going on with the AI. Maybe I can fix it. It's not that one. It's this one. Why do I have two of those? So it's really, really simple right now. It's essentially so get that. Yes, this is the problem. Yeah, Martinus Paul. Just checking if everything is working. Seems good. What is, so I'm prompting it with, what is the mystery of life according to Martinus? Please provide me one page. So that's the one I have here. That's an older one. Doesn't matter, I think. What is this stuff? Anyway. So what does the bot actually do? What does it get? Yeah, this is an old one. I need a newer one. 940. Okay, here you go. What's the one that had an issue I have had fixed? So let's see. What is the created and is it the same as X3? That's what we are asking it about. And it says undefined, which is strange. Which is very strange. JSON query prompt. It's that one. So I need to make sure that's the webhook thing. Huh, wonder why I hadn't. Okay. Might have found a bug. Brilliant. Really? Mm. same. I'm looking for something I have done 100 times. Or something. This one should have it. Yeah. So we're gonna do webhook. Webhook. Come on. That. Then we need those two. I don't know. Maybe this works. Invalid syntax. Ah, okay, fair enough. Undefined. I can live with that one. I do this. I'm gonna save it. And I'm gonna test it. Give me my... I need to move a little too much around here. So let's see. Give me something I have asked about. What is x2? Part 2. You cannot see what I'm doing. Part 2. Go. And now it hits this machine. I think. Maybe. Yeah. I almost feel like looking at it before I put it on the screen, but let's just do it the hard way. What is X2? Based on Martinus' work, I like to offer a thoughtful response to a question. According to Martinus, one of the fundamental solutions to the mystery of life is the existence of the living being, which he describes as basic solution number 5. Solution 5th. Yeah, okay. The fundamental principle asserts that there must be a thinker or creator of ideas, and this creator is none other than the individual's own higher self or I. Okay, we're getting closer. It's not really answering the question, but at least it's answering something now. So, oh my God. We are so thrilled, kind of, or something. So, what other issues can we have? Remember, this is a yeah, okay. So now it's actually doing what it's supposed to do. Well, or something. Let me just see here. That one is working. That one is working. Perfect. So let me try to put in a model that is a little bit stronger than that one. And now it's gonna take a little bit longer. I think the problem though is still that it doesn't receive that much information about Martino's work, and that's obviously not great. It just brings out some weird stuff. I think it's, well, wait a minute. It might actually give it the same things over and over again. It kind of sucks. Anyway, in 5 minutes I'll go how the whole thing actually works. Maybe I can try to squeeze it to do some more. Call this tool with a prompt about the relevant topic to retrieve relevant passages from Martino's writings and use them as inspiration. Use them as foundation for your answer. Yeah. That's as good as it gets right now. AI. What is the living being? And I have changed the model, so it's gonna take 3-4 minutes, something like that, to actually come up with an answer. AI. What? That's no way it can. Does have in his writing. Okay. That's one response. Nice. I wonder if that is better in any way. So now we have 18 and 13 today. Nice. There we go. Oh, God. So right now, the only thing this one can do is calling. I think there's some retrieval issue here. Great. Nothing worked. I'll get there. I think I'll change it back. Now I've done two things at once. You don't want to do two things at the same time because then you don't know what actually caused the issue. So let's see what this one does. I really like my setup though. Yeah, it doesn't get the information it really needs. So that's the next project. to get the information retrieval. That's fine. That's fine. Almost everything is working. If we skip the AI part of it, which is the main thing. But anyway, let me just. No, did not work like that. Ah. Sinus. Here we go. So let me just draw. So essentially we have an AI agent. Got it here. So that's essentially our main guy who is doing all the hard work. Like that. Yeah. Move this. No. Yeah. Text didn't go with it. Brilliant. No, don't do that. Anyway, looks like that. So we have our agent, and essentially what an agent has is an LLM, large language model. That's essentially, think Chat GGP or similar. There are plenty of them out there. Claude, Perplexity, Gemini, whatever. They're like, I think they're like 1 million basically. So that's essentially the brain of this agent. So it can actually use this one to think. So it can, this agent can prompt this LLM with different things. So then it can have a memory. Let's not do it like that. Let's do it like this. Pretty straightforward. So it actually can remember if we have prompted it with something. Do the one I have made memory. No, it's actually a different type. Anyway, so it can have a memory. So far, it's not really that interesting. But so what you essentially do is that you provide this agent with different tools. For instance, it could be Wikipedia. So whatever article is on Wikipedia is something this agent can pick up on. So it basically, if I said, who is Martinus? And this agent knows nothing about who Martinus is, then it could actually use Wikipedia for that. It could I could actually say, okay, there's something you don't know about, check out Wikipedia. So that would be one thing. let's put it out here because that's maybe the last thing I'm gonna put in there. So what Martino's work essentially is thousands of pages of written text, philosophical, fairly sophisticated, around 10,000 pages, something like that. So we want to try to feed this. Tell me I've shown you the desktop, right? Yeah. Oh. Here we go. I could just see my screen and it was just 7 minutes behind. So it showed something else. Anyway, so what are the ideas here? Essentially, the idea is to provide this agent with tools so it can provide me the best answers. So think about when you type in the information to ChatGPT, what we want to do here is to make the best prompt ever for ChatGPT. It might actually end up be ChatGPT that creates the final answer. The only issue right now is that it might be a pretty big prompt and you pay by the size of the prompt, basically. So I don't know how expensive that's going to end up being, but right now I'm running things locally. That means the large language model here, the AI, is pretty stupid because I don't have a lot of computer power. But I have seen some decent results. Right now it's all about actually feeding. I've done some other things with the agents. That's actually looks, it's possible to get a decent answer. So until I get that, I will actually push myself a bit to be better at prompting them and generally speaking, just being, get the right setup, and then you can bring in the big muscles and then take it from there if everything seems to be working out fine. Anyway, we have this big pile of books. Let's say this is the books. So we have that. Let me not do that. How do I put all that in? What is that? Yeah, so this is our source, right? So obviously we have books, articles, and all those kind of things that we can feed it with. Then we have some indexes that we can use. And what else do I have? I'm also having a wiki, actually. It's not really done yet, but one of the things I hope with this is that I can actually write some of the articles, get a lot of the results from AI, and then just have to review it instead of writing it bottom up, because there's literally thousands of them. And even if I wrote one article a day, I think it will take me 7 years or something, and that's a little bit too much. Anyway, so the first thing we have here is in Danish, it's, if I translate it literally, it's called a cross reference. So that's what I will call it here. And that essentially provides oh man, I can't spell. Synonyms. Not even close to, I want this right. Help me. And then give me it in English, please. Synonyms. Okay. Who knew? Okay. Oh, I'm taking synonyms. Try to remember that. So they're essentially a human being, or several of them, who has taken terms from the work of Martinus, put it in here, and made it into, well, for instance, Martinus has what he calls the I, that's sort of the director in us. He also called that X1 and a lot of other things. So if you go into this index, let me put that in as well. Then you go and you put in that word, you will get a lot of, well, you will get whatever synonyms they have found relevant. So the nice thing about that is that you can actually tell, let's say you ask the AI, what is the I or what is X1? Then you can essentially ask this tool that the AI can use. The AI can say, okay, I need to know, are there other things I should check for with this term? And then it can go here and then it can actually get whatever it's in there. So that's a neat thing. And then the next part of the index, that's actually references. So if I have a term, again, let's say it's the I, references, something like that, then I can go here. Man, it's gonna be a nice drawing. So that's a tool as well. So it can actually say, give me all the information or give me all the references in the work of Martinus. That's about whatever the topic is, whatever it needs to find out more about. So that's a tool as well. Then we have, so yeah. And then we have all the literature, the actual, well, so the thing is, you cannot, I think 10,000 pages is too much right now for any LLM. It might come at some point that you can feed it with 10,000 pages plus 300 lectures plus. It might be right around the corner, who knows? But for now, it's also just fun for me to do this stuff. But anyway, so what we do here is what is called a vector database. Some will know it as a RAC. It's technical. Essentially, what you have is something called embedding. So you chunk all your text because you cannot put it all into your LLM, and it doesn't have the whole, maybe it has, but let's just say it's beneficial to say only work on this piece of prompt that I give to you, which is the work of Martinus and all these other information. So essentially what it does here is that it takes dot somewhere. No. Let me use these. So essentially what you have is a space, a mathematical space. This is X and Y. So this will be, if this is 1, 2, 3, then this one would be 1.1 or 1,1, and this one might be 2,4, or this one would be 3.3,1 or something like that. I'm just giving the principles here. So the idea here is basically that you take a text and you embed it, you give it a number, and then the idea is that two similar texts are actually located close to each other here. Think about it in images. If you have apples, then the idea is that all apples will be in this area, and all oranges will be here, and all whatever you have here, bananas, whatever. And then when you come with a new image, that will be your prompt to the AI. You come with a banana and you say, okay, then you will do the embedding on this new text that you have. So you train this, or you take all the knowledge you have, all your images, or all the Martino's text, and you put it in here. I don't know how well this will work, but this is the idea. And then you get all the related stuff. So when you come with your banana image, the idea is that it ends in the same area. And then you can retrieve all the information you have from this and use here. So when I come with, for instance, the eye, which I know there's a lot of text about, then hopefully there will be an area in this vector space that has all the text related to this eye, or to the term eye. I don't know if it can do it, but that's the idea here. And obviously this is a 2D space, and then you can have 3D maybe. We're lucky. That will actually be like a ball. And usually they have hundreds of these. So so there are a lot of ways to differentiate between the different things. So I'll try to do one of them. That's actually what is running the AI right now, and it's not going very well. I have just made it work in the sense that it's technically working, but it doesn't provide the best results yet. So that's sort of the next step for all this. What else? Yeah, then I can put yeah, so that's the thing. I think the index, cross reference, synonyms will be, it's in Danish, so there is some translation that might be a little bit of a work, but this will actually, I think that, I have no idea how much it will help, but it should be doable to build that one. The reference, there's also some cleaning up of data and getting all chunked up in the right way. So when you all, for instance, the main work of Martinus is the Book of Life, and all of that is already, it's really well structured. So so that should be doable. Then there are some, and it's only the main work that's in this index. So that should be doable. I might even be able to go directly on the homepage and get it from there. This one, fairly easy to build. Have done a couple of them. Not so sure how, if to what extent I can get it to work. Anyway, so you do all these things, and where the magic is really happening is that you have a, in here, move this AI agent. In here you have a prompt where you tell your agent how to behave, basically. And let me just do this for a second. Let me find what we are talking about. Boom, 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 boom. AI agent. There we go. Somewhere. It's gonna be in dark mode. If anyone is still watching, that's fine. So here we got essentially what we are telling, sort of a template for that, what we are telling the agent. Whoops. We're essentially telling the agent what is the overall goal that gives the agent a clear sense of purpose. So what is it you want the agent to do? And now is it okay? Yeah, it's fine. Still battling the technology a little bit. Anyway, so you really need to say to state to the agent what is the clear purpose of what you're doing. For instance, you are a Wikipedia editor and you are writing Wikipedia pages about Martinos. That's hopefully something it can understand. Then you might give it some, I should really write it up like this. But anyway, give all the relevant background information. It has to understand what is going on. I have to look up exactly what this context is, what that actually could be. Can't remember right now. I'll get into that anyway. If it was a chat box, but you might tell it that you are chatting on YouTube, something. I don't know. Tools, here we are, right? So that's the outline. Each tool the agent can access, what it does, and when to use it. So give it a list. What are the tools? That's the one we just talked about, right? So dear agent, you have this index, you have that index, you have a vector database, and that's it. And what tool does and when to use it. So if you have a question about the work of Martinus, well, you can, if you know a specific word you want to know more about, you can call the index and see if there's something there. If it's not there, then use the actual work of Martinus and get that. Maybe, oh, I forgot one actually. That's the wiki page. I hope I will get some stuff in there. Actually, that will be the output that it can use again. Long story short. Anyway, doesn't matter. Outline each tool. So instruction, explicit on what you want the agent to do and how to take actions. So that's the next step. How do we do this? So you have to figure out what you want from this agent and what has to come out of here. And for me, it could be that I have a word that I want to know more about. So that would be one type of agent I would like to be able to construct. And I can actually use that agent for other things. So for instance, if I have a word here that come here, right? This is where the input is coming. And you can essentially say, okay, tell me about what is the eye, what is the created, something like that. And then all this stuff starts to work for you based on this instruction. And then you can say, so you need to instruct it. It's exactly how to do this. And then whatever comes in, it can do it in a smart way, so to speak. It can figure out what steps it has to take for the different with the different tools, depending on what it has, what it knows basically, and what the question is, what it gets basically. So where if you write a normal program, you will have to tell it exactly, and this is where AI is different than normal computers. You have to tell it exactly. You do A, let's say go to the index, see if it's there. If it's not there, go to the next one, go to the next one, go to the next one. And what is really interesting about the AI stuff is that it can then generate things, right? And that can be kind of difficult, borderline impossible in a normal computer program. AIs are computer programs, but they can generate things based on these huge language, large, yeah, large language models. Anyway, then you have to tell it how to output it. It could be, yeah, write it as a Martinus wiki article, for instance, and then show what a successful flow and output is. And I have not done that sufficiently when I read this. I can understand that. So I think that will be for the next time. And while we are at it, I'm pretty happy with my stream setup. So this is essentially what I'm trying to build here. And the hope is that this, now you cannot see. Brilliant. So the idea is that this setup will actually bring something where you can, let's say this one actually, the output from this one is actually a prompt to ChatGPT. Make the best prompt. And a prompt can be, I read today that the biggest prompt you can give a ChatGPT is 200,000 tokens, which is the equivalent to 150,000 words. That's what you can feed into ChatGPT and make it react on. And that's what costs you, I don't know, something, right? But anyway, you can do it and it's just going to be cheaper. So money is not really the thing right now. It's more like giving it the best optimal ways of doing things. And so that's part of it. And I just think it's pretty funny to do this stuff. So let's see where it goes. Yeah. But besides that, I think my graphics, my 3 scenes worked okay. There's still something about moving things around. I think there's some sound. I have to listen to that afterwards. I think the stream is kind of working, which is nice. And I can get the microphone here. So I think I can do things like this. Yeah, I got a new mixer as well. And it's so advanced. I have no idea how it works yet. But I can get the sound out of the dome. So that's good. And I think I will stop blabbing and then I'll be away for a couple weeks and then maybe I will have an AI that actually can do something. Which would be nice. And maybe I will bring up some things about Martinus as well. I hope I can do some combination of these two things. I think it could be kind of fun to do a stream once a week, something like that. But I think that's it for now. Yeah. I have to make a startup scene and an end scene for this. Besides that, everything's fine. So let me see how I stop this. I will do end stream. Thank you. We all good. Happy hunting and see you in a couple of weeks. Something like that. It will take a couple of weeks before I'm back. But I'll be back.